Welcome to Kean University alumni, friends, supporters, faculty, and staff. I'm Carla Willis, the Vice President of Institutional Advancement and President of the Kean University Foundation. It's my pleasure to welcome you to our 18th annual Kean University Gala. I'd like to extend a special welcome to our honoree, Joe Sheridan, and his family, to the members of the Board of Trustees, Foundation Board, Alumni Association Board, and especially to all of our guests here tonight for whom this is your first visit to Kean University. We're going to have a wonderful time this evening. We have so many exciting things planned, which I'll tell you more about a little later. But first, I want to take a little time to talk about why we're here tonight. We're here first and foremost to honor Joe Sheridan, our alumnus, our friend, our staunch supporter, who has not only achieved great success, but has chosen to give that success back to Kean University in many ways. We're also here, of course, for our students. The Gala is our biggest fundraising event of the year, and it generates some of the resources that we use to fund scholarships for our deserving students here at Kean University. Many of our most talented students face financial challenges that would prevent them from being able to attain a college education. If not for the assistance they receive from generous supporters like all of you, they would not have that education within their reach. At this year's Gala, it's our intent to shine the spotlight firmly on our students, which is why we chose the theme, the graduating student, past, present, and future. Every student enters Kean with the goal of achieving and receiving an education and a degree, or in some cases, multiple degrees. We like those students who get multiple degrees from Kean.
Multiple degrees.
Multiple degrees, yes, yes.
I like that, multiple.
Yes, and that goal, when it's achieved, represents success. The graduates of the past are, of course, our alumni, and we are so grateful for them for bringing Kean to where it is today. And we just had our commencement recently, so we're really bursting with pride on behalf of those newly minted graduates. But tonight, of course, we ask you to be very mindful of the graduates of the future, the ones who are still our current students, and the ones who are still years away from even arriving on our campuses. They are the reason why our mission of supporting Kean University is a continuing mission, a task that we can never declare to be completed, and one that we invest in. Because each graduating student is a success story. Their successes are our successes. And helping to make those success stories possible, in my opinion, is the best feeling that you could ever hope to experience. So, let me now turn to giving you a rundown of everything that still awaits you this evening. First, we're going to show our appreciation for tonight's honoree, Joe Sheridan. This will include some very special performances by a group of talented Kean students who are just delighted to have the opportunity and the chance to show Joe how much we appreciate him and how much he means to Kean University. We're going to hear from a few more speakers, including our Foundation Board Chair, Steve Basta, and one of our star students who's a direct beneficiary of our scholarship support. And then after this portion of our evening has concluded, you will be led to our grand reception. Grand reception, you may be thinking? That's just a fancy term for your meal. Standing, walking, moving, it's your meal. There will be music, there will be dancing, there will also be ping pong and comfy flip-flops for you to change into if you choose. This is a gala like no other. It's a different show. And we have something else to do this year. We have an auction featuring some fabulous packages for your bidding pleasure. Ladies, do we like burlap bags? Husbands, do we like to buy burlap bags? Brothers, what? Do we like mixology lessons from Orsino? Do we like long weekends in beautiful Cape May? If yes, then good. You'll have your chance to bid on these great items and more during the grand reception. May the best and highest bidders win. And we have a very special guest who will join us during the grand reception, who will make an appearance to make the evening all the more sweet. But before any of that happens, I need to introduce our next speaker. It's my distinct honor and pleasure and privilege to present the man whose visionary leadership continues to transform Kean University. There is literally no one else who is a more staunch advocate for the graduating students of Kean, past, present, and future. And as he always likes to say, and that's a fact, welcome our president, Gala.
What do I need to do to get you excited?
Dance.
If all of you put $50,000 in a bucket and move it up here, I will dance. But I think you wouldn't want to see me dance. I have other options that I think you will like. But before we start, Joe, where are you? Oh, you're so cool. You're so amazingly cool. Joe told me that you were very handsome at one time. What I really want to say, I'll catch the speech to a minimum, because we have different ways of mentioning all the things that Joe has done. But before I start, let me introduce some people that are here tonight. One of the biggest supporters of this university, the senior senator for the 20th district, Raymond Lesniak, is here. Vice Field Mayor Andrew Stavitsky is here. Ambassador Chris and Barbara Solo are here. Mr. John Kean and the entire Kean family are here. 2 times graduate of Kean University and the Mayor of Elizabeth Chris Woolridge is here. And many members of my board of trustees, including the chair, Ms. Ava Morrell, Mr. Thomas Stokey, Gina Ingo, Dave Gibbons, John Kean Jr., Linda Lewis, in Baltimore, Mr. Traybert, and 2 of our students and trustees, Ms. Psycho and Ms. Valero are here. And also there's 2 other people, one of them is here. You are sitting in the Jean and Shelly Engel recital hall, and Jean is here. We also have 2 new people. One of them graduated from Kean University, grew up about 10 blocks from this place, right about 2 blocks from where I live now. Diane and Bob Meyer are here. Thank you. They made a tremendous donation to the university, and our university center will be named the Minor Student Center beginning in October. Thank you. I also want to thank the Wakefern attendees, especially the Kean alumni, as Joe keeps hiring them, which is a good thing. As soon as Dean Janeway left, Joe hired another 15. There was a quota that Dean had put on it. Joe became been the Chief Executive Officer says Kean students and graduates come first. Let's go. And we did. I also want to acknowledge the New Jersey Teacher of the Year, Mark Matone, this year. This is the third year in a row that the Teacher of the Year for the state of New Jersey has come from Kean University. And when you were coming over here, you probably saw that you used North Avenue to get here. To your right, our health sciences building is going up, medical technology, computer science, nursing, physician assistant, and physical therapy. We'll move into that building in 2016, January 2016. We are doing very well in China, in case you didn't know. There are ads around here that if the alumni wish to go to China, we can arrange for them. You'll have fun. This fall, we will have over 2,000 full-time students in Wenzhou Kean University in China. No other university in America could make that claim. We give the opportunity to our students to go to China for a semester or for a year, and thanks to the C.O.O. Family Foundation, they will pick up the cost of transportation and the financial aid from here will apply. Just imagine, students of Kean University doing a year in China, and the IVs are crying over it. So that's a good thing. Like many of our current students, Joe came from modest circumstances, and he had to work hard for the things he wanted to achieve, including getting an education. His roots are here in Green County and the great city of Elizabeth. He attended local schools, including St. Genevieve's and Thomas Jefferson High School, Redfield University. His career with Wakefern is a classic example of an American success story. He started at the very bottom, working in a warehouse department, stayed with the company, rose through the ranks, and after 35 years, Dean Janeway left and he became president. I don't know whether he pushed him. It was fun. It was fun. Once he was done, Joe never forgot about his connection to this university and the opportunities that he had and the opportunities that he can give to the students of this university. Well, 1/3 of everyone at this institution, either a first-generation American like me or the first in their family to go to college. Joe understood that. He joined the advisory board for our College of Business, the Global Business School. And perhaps most importantly, he has given his advice and his participation, his time, and his treasure to help the students of this university. He was recognized as a distinguished alumni in 2011. He sits on the board of various grocery industry groups and has received awards including the Gala Central Business Achievement Award and the Grocery Manufacturing Association's Collaboration Leadership Award. He also given time to the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation. He also sits on the board of Embrace Kids Foundation, his time at the Stillman School of Business over at Seton Hall. This is a lot of information about Joe. So why don't we do something different? We created a video to hopefully recognize some of his achievement and mildly embarrass Joe Sheridan. Our 2015 honoree is Joe Sheridan. Joe is a distinguished alumni. He's a fantastic family man, and he's a very good friend of this university.
Joe first started here at Wakefern back in the early 70s. He started as a selector and worked his way up to where he is today.
Joe, with his passion and competitiveness, has driven us as a company forward.
To the point where anyone from the bottom of the organization all the way through the top of the organization understands what that goal is and how they fit in that goal and make it happen.
He has the ability to kind of motivate people and to build rapport with people very fast.
Joe has been so successful and such a model for our students that every time we mention his name, it inspires other people.
We have so many Kean alumni here at Wakefern, and I think that Joe has unwittingly seeded the organization with Kean graduates.
Joe always is talking about education, whether it's professional education, supporting education in high schools or at the college level, what he's doing with Kean.
Joe also provides scholarships, provides internships for our students, and provides mentorship. He's a very, very wonderful and active board member.
Joe is a great collaborator. He's one of the best people that's been my pleasure to work with in some 30 years in higher education. He's humble, he's smart, he's kind.
On a personal level, he and his wife Joan are deeply engaged in organizations like the Embrace Kids Foundation, the Hillsborough Educational Foundation.
I would say our philosophy about community service is if you have the ability in any way to help other people, you want to do it.
If Joe was a food, what would he be and why? He'd kind of be like a quinoa salad with a little bit of kale in it, a little bit of lemon, some cranberries, have a positive benefit on people.
Well, Joe would be a happy food. All right, maybe not mashed potatoes, maybe not that happy, but I think he'd probably be pasta primavera. It'd be a comfort food, but it would also be good food.
He would be a box of Wheaties. He could be a champion on the cover. He is also dependable. What you see is what you get. You can always be assured that it would never change. It is a true staple of life.
I think he would be a 48-ounce prime T-bone steak. It's big, bold, and tender.
He would be the guy who would be doing barbecue in the back of his house for the entire neighborhood, would be hamburgers and steak. But those hamburgers and steaks would be purchased from him.
It would definitely be a pineapple. It's big, holds some presence. On the outside, maybe tend to be a little rough if you don't know anything about it. But once you got to the inside, that's all Joe.
A bottle of wine, because he definitely has gotten better with age.
I would say yeast. Yeast is very simple when you look at it, but when you add it with other ingredients, and those other ingredients are the other people of the organization, the yeast kind of pushes everybody to grow, and I think that's what he does for us.
When Joe and I met, I was 19 and he was 21. As great as I thought he was, I have to say, even I am more than impressed by his story, even though I was there for it, because it certainly has gone much further than I would say both of us ever thought it would ever go. And I am as proud of him as anybody else.
He's a good man, a decent man, a dedicated man, a man that this university is very proud of. So I want to congratulate him on behalf of the university and our 85,000 alumni. Congratulations, John. I want to close by saying something that you may have heard me say before some of you have come here. People who realize their dream go to bed very happy. People who help others realize their dreams wake up happier in the morning. That is Joe Sheridan. Ladies and gentlemen,
Just for the record, I could get used to people singing. We had a board meeting today, and the treatment was a little bit different than what I what that was all about. So thank you for that introduction. And thank you for everyone that took their time to put it together. This is a very personal type of event when you come up here and you deal with your roots and you go back when you're 18, 19, 20 years old and you assess life and where it goes. It is particularly meaningful to me because I did grow up in Elizabeth. I'm a native son of this area. If you were to go outside this building, make a right on North Avenue, go down about a quarter of a mile, and make a right on Bailey Avenue, you'd arrive at a 2-story home where Joan and Elaine Sheridan raised 5 little Sheridans. That's just 6 short blocks where Kean is now, the main campus. And back then, I keep saying that phrase more and more, back then, because when you're class of 1980, you realize we've moved down the line of life a little bit. There were fewer buildings and a lot of grassy fields. When I walked these halls, Kean was known as a teacher's college. There were about 13,000 students filling in classrooms, seeking to better themselves. Today, 18,000 students fulfill their dreams on this campus. There's the amazing STEM building, our arena, new athletic facilities, 2 additional residence halls, and other buildings. We now boast 48 undergraduate programs, 36 graduate and doctoral programs, and 6 colleges. I think that's progress. So when we talk past, present, future, I think the force of nature that is known as Kean is alive and well. But one thing hasn't changed since I graduated in 1980. The school is here to help young men and women realize that dream. To get that stepping stone, they need to get to the next level of life. In 1976, when I began my career at Wakefern, I was a selector in the grocery warehouse. 36 years later, with help from mentors and trusted advisor, both past and present, I was blessed to be elected president and chief operating officer of the greatest company I know. It's a long way for a kid from Elizabeth, and you never forget where you're from. It was my degree from Kean, which I earned at night while working full-time at Wakefern, that allowed me to enter its management training program. It gave me the credentials I needed to play in the corporate world, to climb the ranks, to realize the dream. But I'm not an exception. We have dozens of Kean alumni in manager, director, and vice president positions at Wakefern. And that Kean hired a good part of it. I want you to know that. In the past 2 years alone, we've hired 19 Kean graduates to join our company, each of them with their own dreams to pursue. Like many of the students who turn to Kean today, I was simply looking for a way forward. Many of the students who attend here today, even back then, are first generation in their family to go to college. Kean provides the education and inspiration needed to go further. One thing when we interview Kean students that stick out, I think the number of 82% of them work when they go to school. So they come in, they're employee ready. They're ready to hit the ground, and they don't have to be taught what a work ethic is and what a value is and what the principles of investing in yourself and making yourself get better. Kean students live the dream because they live the now. And students at Kean aren't the only ones with hopes and aspirations for the future. Kean has grown and evolved consistently since its founding as a normal school. Following World War II, Kean was well on its way to becoming a thriving educational facility and would have earned its university stripes, a pretty big step in 1997. Today, we are the 3rd largest university in the state, a long way from the teacher's college that was down the road. And because the boundaries of Union County are too confining for Kean and its students, and now it's a campus in China, with 2,000 today, perhaps 4,000 next year. When you hear the story and the pride that Dawood talked about the Kean campus, you have to think about this. It is a virtual campus with buildings, with students in China, and no one else can make that claim. Other people can have parks, other people can have online. Jeff Mills, one of the deans that was speaking, is a double Fulbright scholar. And I was talking to Jeff, what does this mean to him? He said, I'm able to be on the front in the beginning of something that's big. Think about this, you're on the cusp of a school going international, with students going both ways, with 2 of the most serious economies in the world, playing together in a way that advances both causes. If you were to predict Kean's future by looking at its past, I'd say it's pretty bright. We didn't arrive here today by chance. The leadership of Kean, both past and present, has not been satisfied to maintain the status quo. It has taken its success and continued to evolve and grow to remain current and to remain relevant. Roy Spence is a business consultant that we work with, and he said it best. The road to the future is paved with the satisfaction of the present. The road to the future is paved with the satisfaction of the present. It's that sort of dissatisfaction that fuels innovation, growth, and long-term success. Educational institutions aren't the only ones who need to remain dissatisfied. We all do. We must all stay hungry. Business needs to do the same, constantly transforming themselves to deliver for an ever-changing consumer demands. It's true for business, and it's true for higher education. At Wakefern, we approach it simply. We know that each day we must survive. Each day Kean must survive. We know each day we must grow. Kean must grow. And hopefully if that plays out, we both prosper. And that's the goal, to survive, to grow, and then to prosper. Now this award means a lot to me because it comes at a time when Kean, I believe, is about to take a huge step forward. In retail, we've had to adapt and evolve to respond to the growing demand from millennials for online shopping and for all things digital. No industry has been exempt from the impact of the digital age and globalization, and Kean is now poised to respond to that. It'll be the next evolution in this ongoing, never satisfied with the present pursuit of excellence. Now, we all know that realizing the dream and paving the way to the future is never accomplished alone. There are people who guide and mentor us along the way. There were numerous people who accompanied me on this journey and on this road to get here tonight. To my colleagues at Wakefern, thank you. Thank you for your honesty, thank you for your skill, and thank you for your talent. You make your company great, and I'm humbled to serve alongside you. I have small dashes of humility, I know. Now, my dear friends, those from high school and those more recent, please don't change. I need you the way you are. Joan can't be the only one making my head fit the door. You do a great job. And I'd like to thank my colleagues at Kean, Dowd, the deans, Michael Cooper, Jeff Mills, my fellow alumni, the other foundation members who give back and make sure the inspiration and the dream stays true. And finally, I'd like to thank a fellow alumni and my favorite Kean graduate, my beautiful wife of 35 years, Joan Marie. You see, in 1980, I graduated from Kean at night, I became a buyer in the grocery division of Wakefern, and I married Joan. Pretty good year, pretty sweet results. Joan, you've been my trusted partner and my best friend. You've been there for the journey, and have brought the joys to the lives of our three children, Joan, Carol, and Genevieve, and my son Joe is with us here tonight. You've pushed me, you've challenged me, and most important, you've kept me in the straight and narrow. And I think we can all thank you for that. In closing, I'm honored by the recognition and the understanding of what the past builds. But I'm also proud of the achievements, I'm proud of the now. And I think like everyone in this room, I am inspired by what the future holds. Thank you very much.
Joe another round of applause. We really do need to get this party started so we can celebrate Joe. We have a couple more quick items. What I would like to do next is to give you the opportunity to hear from one of our superstars, one of our superstar students, Nigel Donald. Nigel is the 2015-2016 Student Organization Executive President. He is also the Patricia M. Barksdale Scholar. Nigel Donald.
Okay, good evening everyone. And just like Carla said, rising stars. So I'm glad to see Brandon Wozniak here because I also have plans to become the future president of the United States. But my speech goes is this. The Merriam-Webster Dictionary defines opportunity as a favorable juncture of circumstances and a good chance for advancement or progress. It's opportunity above the Puritans to the distant shores of the Americas. It's opportunity to put a man on the moon. It's a favorable juncture of circumstances that allows urban neighborhood children like myself to go to college. It's a good chance of advancement and progress in life. With the education I received here, I learned that tomorrow and more days to come, opportunity will present itself. So let me paint a picture for you. No Picasso, no Van Gogh, no Michelangelo, no Rembrandt, nothing like that. Just a picture. Imagine a world where negativity overcame positivity, where bright and smart minds of few were suppressed by the murky and unpromising minds of many. Does this picture seem familiar? For some, no, but for others, you may have called this home. You may have walked those very streets and lived that very life. Everyday streets like these create unconscious individuals blind to opportunity that present themselves at every waking moment. These neighborhoods are dim, they are bleak, and are unfavorable junctures of circumstances and lack great chances for advancement or progress. So one may ask, Nigel, how do you stay positive? How do you become a rising star? How do you overcome these very confines that shackle minds of creativity and limit opportunity? Well, I have my family for encouraging me. Trust me, my mom is very encouraging. She's on me every day. My high school for continuing to apply minds like mine to higher standards. But if you explore the list of places and people that have made me who I am today, you will find Kean University. Kean University is a great university, nestled in the backyards of the very students that found it to be home, no matter if it is 1980 or if it's now 2016. I don't know what life without Kean University would be like, but I have some following statistics that will enlighten you. According to the Associated Press, college graduates working full-time typically make $17,500 more annually than those with high school diplomas. Now, I did the math on this, and if you calculate that to the average life expectancy of 79, that's $1.35 million. Now, since I also factored in my favorite restaurant, which is McDonald's, that's over 178,000 Big Macs. So imagine just buying a Big Mac every day. I'm pretty happy about that. Furthermore, they go on to say that median earning for high school graduates has fallen more than $3,000 between 1958 and 2014. You do the math with the calculation of years, that's over $160,000. So we've gone ahead, and Dr. Friday and I agree, we're also going to have our VIP reception next year at the McDonald's coming into Kean. But also, the NAACP also goes to say that since 2001, 1 in every 6 African American men has been or is currently incarcerated while not pursuing any form of higher education. So to change pace a little bit, I'd like to take this opportunity to highlight Trish Barksdale, who, like Carla said, scholarship I received in last summer's round of scholarship recipients. Patricia didn't only offer the opportunity of a scholarship, but she also offered a story. A story that tells a lifestyle of excelling and making it to the top. A story that tells the struggles and so forth. There have been days in my recent past that reminded me that if it weren't for places like Kean and people like Patricia, that I would not be here making my dreams come true. Nevertheless, I'm just one of thousands that are blessed with a favorable juncture of circumstances and great chances for advancement and progress. Although the thousands cannot be here in attendance today, let me serve as an ambassador to our thankfulness, our admiration, and our gratitude to those that make opportunities become reality. I couldn't have done it without you, and just to make sure that everyone was paying attention on my way to becoming President of the United States, everyone in attendance today will receive a free ride on Air Force One. Thank you very much, everyone.
Well, Nigel, I have to tell you, you have just reached 207 registered voters. So don't forget that. You know, we're so proud of you, Nigel. I know Pat is extremely proud of Sheridan of Kean Foundation. And on behalf of that foundation, first of all, I want to congratulate Joe Sheridan again on where Joe met, but I want to say congratulations one more time. So our students at Kean are getting a terrific world-class education. They have access to amazing facilities, programs, and faculty, just as we spoke about. Just look at the students like Nigel and see what we do here at Kean. There are so many of these outstanding students that are getting a helping hand from foundation scholarships. For some, these scholarships make all the difference in the world in terms of lowering the barriers to having a great education and doing what not just comes. That's to our students if we're going to continue to produce leaders for corporations, governments, and schools. Leaders like Joe Sheridan, and like our New Jersey State Teachers of the Year, Mark Montone. By the way, like I would say, we're 3 for 3 on Teacher of the Year, and that's fabulous. It's so exciting. I don't know if we're in Morocco and Kathleen Senior here, but the 3 of them are just fabulous teachers, and they've done so much for education. While we're talking about leaders, it's so great to see so many alums. Can we flip the lights on? Can we get the alums to take a quick bow? Come on, let's see you guys. Come on, we have a couple of alums here. If that doesn't tell a story, that many of our alums can come here tonight in a position to give back. Congratulations. One of the really great things about Kean is that students like Nigel aren't waiting until they become successful and start giving back. They're doing it right now as we speak. They recognize that there's many ways to give back, and they have this energy, and they use their energy to help make this a better world. We thought we'd enjoy hearing some of the stories about these students, and some of them are here with us tonight. Students, can we get the lights again? Students, when I call your name, can you stand up? I think you guys are in the back. Got a little light in here? House left up? All right, from our Greek Senate Executive Board, we have Whitney Wanton. We have in that group, and I don't know if Ashley's here, we have Ashley Sola. She's a part of the dance marathon, and she single-handedly raised a whopping $1,200, and that's a lot of dancing. And my new best friends from Kean Iota Phi Theta fraternity, we have Tosin Abawali. Where are those dudes? Now, you may have seen these guys on TV. The brothers pooled their money together and they purchased a plot of land in Newark, and they're going about building a home to house a homeless family in Newark with their own money, with their family, with their fraternity, raising money. Congratulations, you guys. These brothers have already been recognized by MTV, who named them the winners of its Best Follower of Guy Code competition, based on what he's called. So like Guy Code, that's all about Guy Code. Super cool. So now that I've shown you these wonderful young people and told you a bit about the work they're doing, on top of their academic workload, I'd like to introduce you to our next presenter. Her name is Erin Ward, and if you were at the golf outing last fall, you might have met her before, and you have an idea why Erin's here tonight. We've asked her to be here this evening because we want to do everything we can to make sure that students like the ones you just met are able to complete their education and go out and achieve their dreams. Ladies and gentlemen, the fabulous and entertaining Erin Ward.
All right, let's get the house lights back up because I want to see the pieces. All right, first thing we're going to do today is when you came in, they gave you big paddles, okay? So our wonderful photographer is here and ready, and we want a photo op. So our first rule is to get all your big paddles up. We're going to take a photo. It won't cost you anything. I need you to hold your big paddles up, get them out, shake them out of your purse, shake them out of your pockets, smile. There you go, because we are taking your photo. Here we go. All right, you are doing, look how good you're doing. 1 million, you got 2 million, 3 million, 9 million. So it's a great night, right? We're going to have fun tonight. They told me there's going to be a fabulous live auction in our second portion of the evening when there was drinks and dancing. I understand dancing raises a lot of money with Kean. That's really exciting. But tonight we're going to right here, right now, we want to kick off something called a special appeal. You've heard about it from some of the students. You've heard the difference. You know why they're here. You know that some of these kids don't stand a chance without you. If you didn't back them, if you don't support them, if you don't give them the opportunity, they don't grow into the Joes. So it's all you here tonight. So what we're going to do is we're going to ask you different levels of donations. If you can, at whatever level, hold your paddle up, hold it high, hold it proud, because you are making a difference. Now we're going to ask for different levels, and the reason they're different levels is because we can't all get to the same level, but our goal tonight is 100% participation. All right, so we're going to start high. I do have some big spotters around the room in case I can't see some of your numbers. My wonderful team is out there, and they're going to help you if I can see some of your numbers. So we're going to start at a high dream number. The number that we're hoping for tonight, we're going to start at $5,000. We're going to ask for $5,000. Anybody just feels like, hey, you know what? I really can do that tonight. I want to give that $5,000. Now's your opportunity. Yes. Thank you so much. Number 71, right up front. Thank you so much. Number 42, thank you so much at $5,000. We really appreciate that. That is tremendous. Thank you so much for starting at $5,000. Anybody else want to join us at the $5,000 number? All right, we're going to proceed now. We're going to go to $2,500. Anybody want to join us at $2,500? You can hold your paddle. Thank you so much. Number 18, you're right away. Here you go, number 87. Anybody else at $2,500? Thank you. 383. Thank you so much. Number 51. Thank you so much. We really appreciate that. We're at the $2,500 level. Anybody else want to join us? Again, our goal of participation is 74. Join us. Thank you so much. We're going to have a bonus. Thank you so much. We're at $2,500. All right, you're making a difference. Thank you. 310. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you for joining us. It is such a change you're making in a student's life. We're going to go down to $1,000. It's about a year's scholarship for a student is $1,000. We're going to ask for $1,000 right now. Thank you so much. 389. Thank you so much for joining us at $1,000. Thank you. Number 27. Thank you. Number 83. Thank you so much. 391 joins us. Thank you so much. Look at the back. Number 82 joins us. Thank you. And the back number is 304. Thank you so much. 305 joins us. Number 80 is joining us. Thank you so much. Everybody else at $1,000 for 58. Thank you very much. You went fun with that one. 331. Thank you so much. Right on that battle. Number 396 joined us. Thank you so much. Anybody else at $1,000? Give yourself a huge round of applause. That's tremendous. Anybody else at $1,000? If not, we're going to proceed down to $500. If you can join us at the $500 level, hold your paddle now. Thank you so much. 386. Thank you so much at $500. 353. Thank you so much. 308. Thank you so much at $500. Number 26. Thank you so much. In the back, number 43 at $500. Thank you so much. Hey, if you can't figure out some of these levels, put them together for these people because it is so amazing. Thank you so much. And number 38 joins us as well. Thank you again so much. Anybody else with a $500 number? Fantastic again. Hello. We're just bringing down the house, huh? We're still here, guys. All right, well, they work that out.
We can still take.
Anybody want to donate batteries? All right, our next level of support is going to be $2,500. I'm a third-generation auctioneer. I got loans. So they're at $250. Justin, $250. Thank you so much. This one doesn't work right. There we go. You're level. Again, our goal is 100% participation, so we want every level included. Is there anybody who wants to join us at $100? Hold your paddle up now. Thank you so much. Number 41. Thank you so much. Number 12. Thank you very much. Number 56. Thank you. Number 327. Thank you so much. Number 92. Joining us. Thank you so much. Number 380. Thank you so much. Number 34. Thank you very much. Number 21. Thank you. Number 93. Thank you so much. 325 is joining us. Number 86 as well. Thank you so much. Right on number 24 is joining us. Thank you. Also number 31. Thank you so much for that $100. There's somebody else. Number 47. Thank you so much. Anybody else for $100? Put your hands together. That is incredible. He's going to come and join us up here on the mic right now. I want you to all give yourselves a huge round of applause. Thank you so much. I also want to advise you not to eat a hamburger at McDonald's every day for the rest of your life because you won't make it to 70. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Fabulous. So, ladies and gentlemen, we just raised $41,000. Thank you so much. All of you who just made a contribution should remember that you didn't just make a donation, but you made a philanthropic investment in the future of our students, and I'm going to guarantee you 100% return on that. You're going to feel great. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, I'm going to wrap things up because I think we all kind of want to get into the other room and have something to drink. After the conclusion of the program, we should proceed over to the gymnasium where our reception is getting underway. Don't forget, we have a special guest. We have a fabulous auction. Don't lose your paddles. We're going to need your paddles over there. Again, I want to say congratulations to our honoree, Joe Sheridan. Thank you, Carly. Carly has absolutely been fabulous for our organization. We're so proud of her. She does so much. Thanks to my fellow foundation board of directors, and thanks to all of you from the bottom of my heart. Let's have a great time. Thank you.